there were close to 500 people on the hanging bridge. He is in Morbi at the moment, bringing us the latest details from the ground. But over 400 to 500 people were on the bridge when the cable snapped, sending hundreds tumbling into the river. As you can see, there was complete chaos. People were swimming to the shore for safety, for their survival. At least 141 people have died after this tragic bridge incident. And this bridge collapsed just a week after renovation, as we've been reporting. This incident took place 200 kilometers from the state capital, Ahmedabad, at around 6:40 p.m. last evening. Also, my colleague Tanushree Pandey is on the ground in Morbi. She is constantly bringing us the latest updates. This is her latest report. Let's listen in.
Has been clearly evading all the tough questions. I categorically asked the Home Minister of Gujarat, Harsh Sanghavi, as to why a fitness certificate was not given to this Oreva group, which was, given the responsibility of renovating this bridge, which collapsed last night and now has caused at least 140 people's death. Mr. Harsh Sanghavi did not respond at all, and he, was quite tight-lipped. I also asked MOS Brijesh Marcha as to what kind of action is the government going to take? And these were very categorical questions because accountability has to be pinned, as you rightly mentioned. But Mr. Marcha also just said a technical committee has been set up, which is going to basically look into all the aspects of this bridge collapse. So clearly there, the government is trying to shrug off from its responsibility. We have been told by the municipal corporation that the Oreva group did not procure the fitness certificate and the quality check certificate, which it should have, and it broke all the protocols, and it opened the bridge which collapsed last night without any, without keeping the government officials in loop. But we need to raise a major question there, Priyanshi, that a public infrastructure bridge, a public bridge cannot be thrown open to the public without, without letting the government officials know. And most importantly, where were the bridge was open on 26th of October. Where were the municipal corporation people? Where were the government officials when so many people, hundreds of people were coming onto this bridge, which did not have a capacity to take so many people in the first place? One of the biggest reasons, is being told why the bridge collapsed is the overcrowding. 400 people, more than 400 people were on this bridge when the bridge collapsed. The bridge only has the capacity to take 100 to 150 people. Now, these are all questions of criminal negligence, because let's not forget that 140 people at least, and the death count is constantly rising, but 140 people at least have lost their lives, which means 140 more families, and these were families, mostly women, children are, in the dead ones. And these, many of them were migrant workers from Bihar who basically came to the state of Gujarat to earn money so that they can keep their families back home afloat. They can make their ends meet. But right now, they were not stopped, Priyanshi. Had they been stopped from going into this bridge, they would have not gone, because they were common people just like you and me. They wouldn't have spoken over the authorities. But the reality is that no authority, no government official was available on the ground, was present on the ground when such a tragic incident happened. A public infrastructure bridge, a huge bridge, which was a historical bridge of Gujarat, which was anyway in a dilapidated condition, but was renovated and opened to public on 26th of October. That bridge was just thrown open to public without keeping any official or any kind of security check in place. And that is why such a tragic incident happened, Priyanshi, because if the government, if the administration, if the authorities, acted the way they should have, a tragic incident like this could have been averted. And if not averted, Priyanshi, at least the death toll could have been taken down. But right now, as we speak, Priyanshi, more dead bodies are being recovered. These are the rescue teams, which includes NDRF, SDRF, units of army and navy. Best swimmers and best divers have also been rushed in last night, and all night the rescue operations have been gone. It's been more than 8 hours now, but still hundreds of people are unaccounted for. 140 already dead, hundreds are admitted in hospital, hundreds are still unaccounted for. And as much as we hope for the best to happen, what the rescue teams on the ground are telling us, Priyanshi, that whoever was alive have already been rescued. Right now they are just trying to recover dead bodies, because I'll try ask my camera person to show you the bridge, Priyanshi. This was the bridge, so see the height of the bridge. So when the bridge collapsed and people fell into the river, they fell on onto each other, and they lost consciousness and they drowned into the river. By the time rescue team started rescuing, many people drowned into the river, and that is one of the major reason why so many and till where our eyes can go, we can only see this river flowing. So it's a huge river with seaweeds, with plants, and it's extremely difficult for the rescue teams as well to look for the dead bodies in this kind of situation. But you can see more than 50 teams are on the ground, and they are constantly trying to recover as many dead bodies as they can. But it's a huge tragedy which could have been averted if the government officials and the administration and the authorities followed the protocol as they should have. I have the range IG with me, Ashok Yadav. So thank you for speaking to NDTV. I have a very categorical question to you. सबसे पहले सर, इस ब्रिज पे इतने लोगों को क्यों अलाउ किया गया जबकि इसकी कैपेसिटी नहीं है? तो कितनी कैपेसिटी है और सरकार कहाँ थी उस वक्त पे, ऑफिशियल्स कहाँ थे जब इतने लोगों को अलाउ किया गया मरने के लिए?
Gujarat government is very serious about the incident. Our honorable CM Sahib, our honorable Home Minister are camping for the last 2 days. All machineries are working in tandem, including Indian Army, Navy, Coast Guard, NDRF. Till now, we have recovered 134 dead bodies so far.
So 134 dead bodies have been recovered so far. Is that the official toll of how many people are dead, sir?
This is the official figure.
134. Sir, how many are still unaccounted for? अभी कितने लोगों को और ढूंढा जा
Till
रहा है?
now, after our all precautions, all appeals from the public, all information from the hospitals, all information from the local representative, entire figure comes down 134.
Okay, how many people are admitted in the hospital?
Apart from the death, there are only 7 persons who are admitted in the hospital, but their condition is good. They are improving day by day, and we hope
सर टोटल कितने लोग इस ब्रिज पे थे, बता सकते हैं आप?
टोटल जो ब्रिज के ऊपर हमारे पास 134 लोगों की कैजुअलिटी हुई है, 7 लोग हमारे इंजर्ड है.
सिर्फ 7 लोग हॉस्पिटल में इंजर्ड है.
टोटल 134 लोग डेड बॉडी वी रिकवर्ड सो फार. 7 persons are injured. They are hospitalized in the hospitals, and 56 other persons who were given the OPD yesterday, they have been discharged from the hospital.
Okay.
So there is no casualty from their side.
Okay sir. सर अभी अनअकाउंटेड कितने लोग हैं, कितने लोग और ढूंढे जा रहे हैं, कितने लोग की
We don't expect unaccounted.
तो आप बोल रहे हैं और कोई
Meanwhile, we are also taking all precautions if there is any person who has not been traced by the police. So we appeal from the media to help us or to spread us, to inform the public, to inform the police, so that we can add in this rescue and combing operations.